Kazakhstan halkına adal қызмет етуге, Kazakhstan Respublikasының тұтастығы мен тәуелсіздігін нығайтуға ант етемін.
Newly elected MPs took an oath to the people of Kazakhstan. The Mazhilis of the 6th Convocation has officially begun its work in Astana. The lower house of the Kazakh parliament is composed of 107 members, and 64 out of whom are newcomers. Mazhilis includes representatives of 3 political parties, namely Nurotan, Akjol, the Communist People's Party of Kazakhstan, as well as the Kazakhstan People's Assembly. MPs will have to conduct legislative work amid the challenging economic times.
Во-первых, надо принять единый налоговый таможенный кодекс.
Firstly, we need to adopt a single tax, the customs code, which will ensure the transparency of fiscal procedures. Secondly, the code on subsoil and subsoil use will emphasize all the regulations governing all relationships in this area in a single legislative document. Thirdly, amendments should be introduced to the current legislation on electricity issues. This is required for the integration of energy transmission organizations. Fourthly, legislation on competition needs changes as a part of the second phase of the reform of the anti-monopoly sphere.
В-четвертых, в рамках второго этапа реформирования антимонопольной сферы необходимо внести изменения и дополнения в законодательные акты по вопросам конкуренции.
Meanwhile, the head of the state proposed to introduce a 5-day school week for children at a joint meeting of both houses of the parliament. According to Nursultan Nazarbayev, Kazakhstani school children are overloaded. Some lessons shall be combined or removed. By this way, a trilingual education will be introduced in Kazakhstan starting from next year, as by 2020, schools will fully transfer to a 12-year education system.
Мы интегрируемся в ОЭСР, и нам нужно быть последовательными. Во всех развитых странах в школах действует 5-дневная учебная неделя.
We integrate to the OECD, and we need to be consistent. At all developed countries, schools have 5-day school week. It will be beneficial both for school children and teachers. Some countries even have a 4-day school week. The transition to this format is a global trend. In developed countries, scientists have proved that the effectiveness of training increases while reducing the length of the school week. We also need to implement this practice. The Ministry of Education and Science should start at least with primary school.
Результативность обучения. Нам также нужно внедрять эту практику. Министерству образования и науки нужно начать хотя бы с начальной школы.
The new chairman of the Kazakh Mazhilis was elected at the plenary session as well. As a result of the secret vote, the former governor of Atara region, Bakhti Koja Ismukhambetov, took this post. He was the only candidate for the position. Vladimir Bashko and Gulmira Isimbayeva were named as the deputy chairpersons of the Mazhilis. I want to thank you for having chosen me as the chairman of the Mazhilis. Your trust to me is a big responsibility. The last elections have shown our solidarity, the people's trust to the president of Kazakhstan, and the national plan.